You go in that thing and get hurt, end up in the water, and you come in and the cabins are glaciered over with ice and water. You're in a bad spot.
The reality show Life Below Zero Uncovered was nothing less than an adventure for the lives of those who love to watch life off the grid in the unforgiving Alaskan wilderness. For years, Ricko Dewilde was an integral part of the Life Below Zero family, known for his indomitable spirit, unparalleled survival skills, and his enduring love for the harsh Alaskan wilderness. His captivating presence on the show not only inspired viewers worldwide, but also taught us valuable lessons about self-reliance and the resilience of the human spirit in the face of extreme adversity. However, in recent times, Ricko's absence from the show has left many fans wondering what really happened to him. Was it a choice he made to return to a life of complete solitude, or did something more sinister occur in the wild Alaskan terrain? So, without further ado, let's get to the heart of the matter and find out what really happened to Ricko Dewilde from Life Below Zero.
What I want to do is get this bark off, then I'm going to make a point and drive it in the ground. I'm able to survive out here, but I want to thrive out here too.
Ricko Dewilde, who is currently 46 years old, was born on July 4th, 1976, and his upbringing is deeply rooted in the traditional Athabascan way of life. He grew up in a remote cabin located 100 miles away from Huslia, a small village in Alaska, along with his 13 siblings. Ricko's unique upbringing was heavily influenced by his parents, Lloyd and Amelia, who were committed to preserving the heritage of the Koyukon Athabascan people. Lloyd, Ricko's father, was a white man of Welsh descent from San Francisco who chose a different way of life in the rugged Alaskan terrain. In contrast, Amelia, Ricko's mother, was a Koyukon Athabascan, born and raised in the North Fork region of the Huslia River. Their decision to homeschool Ricko and his siblings, imparting to them the traditional Koyukon Athabascan way of life, played a pivotal role in his upbringing. The Koyukon Athabascan people derive their name from the territory they inhabit, situated along the Koyukuk and Yukon rivers. Ricko's formative years were centered around acquiring the intricacies of subsistence hunting, with a strong emphasis on ethical hunting practices and honing hunting skills. He fondly recalls his mother teaching him the essential skill of trapping rabbits, which was crucial for their survival in the wilderness. Ricko's parents were resourceful, constructing several cabins along the rivers outside of their village. These cabins served as their dwellings throughout both the summer and winter seasons, enabling them to adapt to the changing seasons and the resources available in the land. Even though he resides in Fairbanks today, Ricko still affectionately considers Huslia, with its population of 275, as his hometown. Ricko Dewilde's upbringing in the remote and unforgiving wilderness of the Yukon Koyukuk instilled in him a profound connection to nature and his Native American heritage. He's emerged as a passionate advocate for Native Americans and a strong proponent of the informal economy within his Koyukon Athabascan community. Ricko's foray into the realm of reality television began when producers from BBC Studios in Los Angeles noticed him. They came across his YouTube videos, which showcased his adventures in the Alaskan wilderness, offering a unique blend of traditional Athabascan practices and modern challenges. Ricko has extensive knowledge of Athabascan hunting traditions, with a particular focus on moose hunting, a signature activity of the series. Now, the modern-day frontiersman frequently embarks on hunting expeditions hundreds of miles away from Fairbanks, and what truly sets Ricko apart is his commitment to venturing alone through the indigenous lands of Huslia, Alaska. His familiarity with the terrain and his deep connection to the land enable him to thrive in this demanding environment. Ricko Dewilde is renowned for his precise selection of firearms, each tailored for specific hunting needs. He relies on a .20-22 for small game, a .308 for most big game in open areas, and a .375 Ruger for encounters with dangerous moose and bears. These choices reflect his mastery of hunting, ensuring that he can provide for his family and community under the harshest conditions. Despite the challenging and often harsh nature of the traditional Athabascan way of life, Ricko Dewilde finds it deeply fulfilling. He embodies the spirit of a contemporary frontiersman, preserving his Koyukon Athabascan heritage while advocating for the rights and well-being of Native Americans. His story stands as a testament to the resilience and vitality of indigenous cultures and their profound connection to the land. In a rapidly changing world, Ricko Dewilde remained steadfast in living life on his own terms, staying true to his roots and sharing his remarkable journey with the world. In November 2011, Rico embarked on a new venture by starting a YouTube channel. Through this platform, he shared compelling videos that provided viewers with a glimpse into the unique and often challenging life in rural Alaska. His channel has since gained significant traction, accumulating over 6.8 million views. This online presence played a pivotal role in affording him the opportunity to be a part of a television show. Ricko Dewilde became an integral part of the Life Below Zero team when he captivated the attention of television producers at BBC Studios in Los Angeles. His journey into the world of reality television began when these producers stumbled upon his captivating video submissions on YouTube, showcasing his extraordinary adventures in the untamed wilderness of Alaska. These videos provided a unique glimpse into his life, where traditional Athabascan practices seamlessly coexist with the modern challenges presented by Alaska's rugged terrain. Rico's initiation into the popular TV series took place in November 2018, marking a significant turning point in his life. He entered the show as a main cast member due to his outstanding skills in hunting. His family also sometimes appears in the show and is loved by the audience. Rico had a little formal education, but then his parents taught him the skills of hunting and surviving. This show serves as a platform for him to share his extensive knowledge of the Athabascan traditions, with a particular focus on his exceptional moose hunting skills. Rico's presence indeed became a hallmark of the series. The show has shown Rico as a modern-day explorer. He goes on long hunting trips far from Fairbanks to get food for his family and community. What makes Rico special is that he goes by himself into the wild lands of Huslia, Alaska. He knows the land really well, and this helps him not just survive, but do well in this tough place. Rico is good at picking the right tools for hunting, and he's an expert at this, and it means he can always provide for his family and community, even when the Alaskan wilderness is really tough. Even though the traditional Athabascan way of life is hard, Rico finds it really satisfying. He's like a modern-day explorer, and he wants to keep his Koyukon Athabascan heritage alive. He also works hard to make sure Native Americans have their rights and are doing well. Rico's story shows how strong indigenous cultures are and how they're connected to the land. In a world that's changing fast, Rico sticks to his own way of living, keeps his traditions, and tells his amazing story through Life Below Zero. This show helps people understand how Rico's life mixes old traditions and modern challenges in the wilds of Alaska. Life in the wilderness is tough, but it teaches Rico valuable survival skills and a deep connection to nature. He learns to adapt to the environment, understanding the seasons, the availability of resources, and the right equipment to use. These early experiences instill in him the importance of taking calculated risks, a lesson his late aunt shares with him. This wisdom, handed down through generations, remains a guiding principle in his life. Ricko Dewilde, a prominent figure on Life Below Zero, has faced a series of challenges and tragedies throughout his life and on the show. These difficulties have shaped him into the resilient person he is today. One of the most heart-wrenching events in Rico's life was the loss of his brother, Alan. In a September 2020 episode of Life Below Zero, Rico revisited the very cabin where his brother Alan had tragically passed away. Alan had chosen to live in solitude in the wilderness, away from society. His untimely death occurred while he was alone in the wilderness, making it an incredibly isolating and painful experience for Rico and his family. Another challenge Rico had to confront was his battle with addiction. Loneliness and anxiety pushed him into a dark place, leading to addiction. He felt trapped and expressed his struggle with the addiction from time to time. The death of his brother Alan also contributed to his addiction, making it even more challenging to overcome. In January 2019, Rico opened up about his addiction, reflecting on the path it had taken him. He spent 2 years in prison due to substance possession charges. Surprisingly, he viewed this as a turning point in his life, as it prompted him to quit substances. Rico proudly declared that he's remained clean for over 15 years, emphasizing the remarkable turnaround he experienced. Tragedy struck Rico's family once more in late 2016 when his sister Reba lost her life in a horrifying homicide incident. What made the situation even more distressing was that the person responsible was her own son Eli, who was 21 at the time. Reba, known for artistic creations of Athabascan art made from beads, bone and fur, had been receiving treatment for a mental illness in the hospital before her tragic death. The deadly altercation occurred in Reba's Tok home following a heated argument between Reba and her son Eli. Eli had moved in with his mother to assist her during the fall months. He later admitted shooting her with a Winchester .338 rifle, claiming self-defense. Eli revealed that years of emotional stress from his mother had driven him to commit this act. He also accused his deceased mother of having inappropriate treatment with him when he was a child, further complicating the already devastating situation. In the face of these allegations, one of Rico's brothers, Victor, denied the accusations and stated that the family had been closely monitoring Reba's mental health. This tragic incident not only left Rico dealing with the loss of his sister, but also with the complex and painful aftermath of the events surrounding her death. Throughout Ricko Dewilde's life, he's encountered unimaginable challenges, and these events have undoubtedly shaped his character and resilience, and they serve as a testament to the strength of the human spirit in the face of adversity. Ricko Dewilde is a successful entrepreneur, managing his own apparel company, Hides. His apparel, including hoodies, t-shirts and sweatpants, is highly popular among Alaskan natives, especially the youth. With a keen understanding of timing and location, Rico strategically markets his products, much like the way he once hunted in the wilderness. The inspiration for starting Hides came from a family potlatch, where Rico had memorial sweaters made to honor his late parents and grandmother. The strong native values and symbolism in these sweaters inspired him to launch his own clothing line. The name Hides pays homage to the importance of animal hides in Native American clothing and their role in human survival. Ricko Dewilde's vision for Hides extends beyond clothing. He aspires to make the brand a common sight in stores across the United States and around the world. His journey has not been without challenges, but he understands that small steps and dedication lead to greater success over time. Furthermore, Rico's advocacy extends beyond his business. He supports the Fairbanks 4 and speaks out against the disproportionate number of Alaskan natives and American Indians in the justice system. His commitment to social justice aligns with the values of his native heritage, and he uses his voice to make a difference. Ricko Dewilde's life story is a testament to the enduring value of native traditions and the resilience of individuals who carry these traditions into the modern world. From a childhood spent in the Alaskan wilderness to a successful entrepreneurship and advocacy, Rico embodies the spirit of adaptability, hard work, and a deep connection to his roots. He continues to inspire others through his achievements and dedication to making a positive impact on the world. Ricko Dewilde is a true testament to the enduring strength and wisdom of native cultures. Ricko Dewilde has mentioned on his Instagram account about his daughter named Sarah Salazar, who appears to have a different mother than his other children. Unfortunately, we don't have information about Sarah's mother, and it's possible that she's from a previous relationship of Rico or his ex-wife. Rico's relationship with Sarah seems to be distant, as he occasionally posts on Instagram expressing how much he misses her and how wonderful it would be to see her again. Currently, Ricko Dewilde is married to his wife Rona Vent. They tied the knot in 2013, but their relationship dates back further. While Rona has made occasional appearances on the show, her personal life remains private. She's known to work as a homemaker and hails from Alaska. Rona is supportive of Rico's unique lifestyle and has been seen participating in episodes where they adapt to challenging living conditions. They're also shown teaching their children to adapt to these conditions in some episodes. The couple have 5 children, 3 daughters named Simone Ashlyn Dewilde, Maya Dene, and Scarlett Hayes, and 2 sons named Keenan Nulitner and Skylar Blue. Rona Mary Vent, though she prefers to keep a low profile, shares a remarkable connection with Rico, one that seems to mirror his passions and values. Their bond is a testament to the adage that opposites attract, as Rico and Rona share a similar upbringing and a shared enthusiasm for hunting. Rico's Instagram post from 2018 sheds light on their hunting adventures, where he expressed gratitude for Rona's remarkable shooting skills, which led to the successful hunt of a nice fat moose. This showcases a deep connection between the two, where their shared interests unite them in their pursuits. Describing herself as a Virgo-Leo hybrid, Rona's unique astrological identity may provide insight into her dynamic personality. She has participated in weddings as both a bridesmaid and a groomsman, demonstrating her adaptability and a willingness to play different roles in life's significant moments. This flexibility and a support for her friends in their matrimonial journeys emphasize the depth of her character and her role as a steadfast companion. Although there is no concrete evidence of their marital status, Rico's affectionate post from May 2013 speaks volumes about the strength of their relationship. He refers to himself as lucky because Rona tolerates all that he does. This statement, while light-hearted, underscores the significance of Rona in Rico's life. She's evidently the ideal partner for him, someone who not only shares his interests but also supports and understands him, even in the face of challenges and idiosyncrasies. Their connection appears to be a harmonious blend of shared passions and unwavering devotion. In the world of celebrity and social media, Rona Merrivent and Rico's relationship stands out as a genuine and enduring partnership. Their shared interest in hunting, their adaptability, and Rona's patience with Rico's quirks paint a picture of a love that is strong and enduring. While they may prefer to stay out of the limelight, their connection is a testament to the notion that true love transcends the public eye, making them a perfect match for one another. Besides his wife, Rico also has a strong bond with his brother Lee. Growing up together, Lee and Rico likely share a common lineage and upbringing. Sibling relationships can vary greatly, from close bonds filled with mutual support to more distant connections, but as brothers, they likely have a unique understanding of each other. They may have experienced shared experiences, familial traditions, and the support and camaraderie that often comes with sibling relationships. The nature of the relationship between Lee and Rico is specific to their own experiences and interactions, and family dynamics can evolve over time. While they're currently referred to as brothers, changes in personal circumstances or family dynamics could potentially impact their relationship in the future. As for Lee Dewilde, he's part of a unique family background. Lee is one of 13 siblings who were raised and homeschooled in the wilderness along the Alaskan waters of the Yukon, Koyukuk, and Huslia rivers. His upbringing was shaped by the wilderness and a close-knit family in a remote setting. He was born in the Yukon woods, with his father serving as a midwife. For the first 15 years of his life, Lee had limited contact with other communities, and his family moved between various camps along the rivers for activities such as trapping, hunting, gardening, lumber milling, and seasonal work in the village of Huslia. Following in his father's footsteps, Lee engaged in seasonal work along with Rico during summers and spent winters trapping in the northern regions of the Huslia River and its tributaries. Many few people know that Ricko Dewilde's upbringing was undeniably unconventional. Growing up in an incredibly remote location, he didn't experience traditional schooling until he reached his senior year in high school. Instead, he was homeschooled by his parents, where he gained a deep understanding of their cultural traditions and practices. When Dewilde was a young boy, his mother taught him to trap rabbits, but at first, instead of trapping them, he set them free. His mother chastised him and said that was like playing with the animals, which runs counter to the Koyukon Athabaskan ethos of treating animals with respect. Ricko Dewilde is a multifaceted individual whose life experiences, values, and actions reflect his diverse interests and passions. His way of life is deeply rooted in his profound connection with nature. He endeavors to educate others on the importance of respecting and preserving the earth. He believes that the indigenous people, like himself, are among the last to maintain a balance that harmonizes with the environment. Through his YouTube channel and various activities, he hopes to inspire viewers to not only appreciate the content, but also to develop a deep respect and reverence for Mother Earth. One notable event in Ricko Dewilde's life was the 2007 Memorial Potlatch held in Huslia, Alaska. A potlatch in Native American communities of the Pacific Northwest is a significant and meaningful celebration of a person's life, serving as a tribute and remembrance long after their passing. In this context, it appears that Ricko Dewilde organized a potlatch to honor the memory of several close family members, including his parents, sister, and grandmother. The third day of the potlatch typically involves a special tradition that is gift-giving from the family to those individuals who are immediately connected to the deceased and who provided support and assistance during the mourning period. This gesture is a way to express gratitude and appreciation for the help and support received during the difficult time of loss. Beyond his role as a cultural ambassador, Rico is an activist with a strong commitment to his people and community. He actively engages in addressing issues like police brutality and discrimination. In 2016, he organised a vigil to honour a local native man who tragically lost his life due to a police shooting. During an interview with a local newspaper, Rico shed light on the disturbing trend of natives disproportionately facing violence at the hands of law enforcement. His advocacy and efforts to bring attention to such crucial issues demonstrate his dedication to making a positive impact in his community and society at large grounds. Rico stayed careful with his words, recognizing that his public comments as an activist can be easily misconstrued. He navigates a delicate balance, striving not to condemn or blame any particular group, whether it be the Native Americans or the influence of European settlers in Alaska. His objective is to promote understanding and appreciation of Native American culture and heritage, while acknowledging both the positive and negative aspects of history. He holds a deep connection to Alaska, having spent almost his entire life in the state. He sees himself as belonging to Alaska, rather than the other way around. His passion for the wilderness and traditional Native American values is evident as he shares his perspective on modern life. Rico laments the fast-paced nature of society and the seemingly meaningless aspects of modern living. He contrasts it with a traditional way of life, which he describes as more difficult but more meaningful, emphasizing that every action has a clear purpose. Rico's identity as a hunter is central to his worldview. He believes that hunting is a walk-the-walk religion and sees each trip into the woods as a spiritually significant experience. He views his journey with reverence and awe, and the boat ride on the river serves as a reminder of the connection between his childhood experiences and the ongoing exploration of the Alaskan wilderness. Ricko Dewilde, one of the stars of the show, is rumoured to earn a substantial income from his involvement in the show. Although there is no official confirmation of his earnings, some reports suggest that Nat Geo compensates him with an annual income of approximately $150,000 to $250,000. This substantial figure reflects the value that viewers place on witnessing his unique way of life in the unforgiving Alaskan wilderness. This income serves as compensation for allowing the network to televise and share his experiences and challenges with a global audience. The notion that Ricko Dewilde could be well on his way to becoming a millionaire is not unfounded. With an annual income of $150,000 from the show, it's evident that he's financially secure. Additionally, his income is likely supplemented by other revenue streams, such as his apparel line. Given his growing popularity and the show's continued success, his financial prospects appear promising. Estimating Ricko Dewilde's net worth is a bit more challenging, as it depends on various factors, including his earnings from the show and any additional income sources. However, it's safe to assume that his net worth is likely in the hundreds of thousands of dollars, and it may even be approaching the seven-figure mark. This suggests that he's accumulated a significant amount of wealth during his time in the spotlight. Though Ricko Dewilde and other cast members of Life Below Zero have found financial success, their choice to live in the remote Alaskan wilderness is primarily driven by a desire for a traditional and self-sufficient lifestyle rather than financial gain. The show provides a unique window into the challenges and rewards of this way of life, and Ricko Dewilde's success is a testament to the popularity of the series and the fascination that viewers have with the resilience and resourcefulness of those who call the Alaskan wilderness their home. Currently, Rico lives in Fairbanks and shares his home with his wife, children, and a remarkable family of 13 siblings. Together, they form a tight-knit clan dedicated to exploring the vast Alaskan wilderness. With their roots firmly planted in Fairbanks and a spirit of exploration that binds them, they epitomize the resilience and adventurous spirit often associated with those who call Alaska their home. In a nutshell, Rico is a driven and engaged individual who is deeply connected to his Native American heritage and community. His commitment to preserving and celebrating cultural traditions, such as organizing a memorial potlatch, reflects his dedication to his roots and the values he holds dear. Additionally, his rugged hustle attitude suggests that he's likely to continue making a positive impact within his community and beyond through his various endeavors.